Thank you. It really is a privilege to be here. It really is. My name is J.J. Burnam. I'm a parent. I have a beautiful wife and 4 beautiful daughters. 2 of my girls are currently at Zero International School in Tulsa. Thank you, where I serve on the PTA board. And my 3-year-old daughter will be ready for pre-K before too long. My oldest, Riley, is an elementary education major in her junior year at the University of Missouri. Thank you. Riley loves connecting with children. Her heart is in the classroom, with beautiful kids learning and growing and expanding their minds. Riley wants to be like the inspiring teachers she looked up to when she was a little girl in Tulsa Public Schools. And next year, Riley and a class of fresh, new educators will graduate from college and look for somewhere to start their lives and their teaching careers, somewhere to plant roots and start a family and contribute to a community. But tell me, why would they choose Oklahoma? Why start a life and a teaching career in a state that puts so little priority on funding public education? In Oklahoma, we have ballooning class sizes, outdated curriculum, disintegrating textbooks, 4-day school weeks, experienced teachers fleeing the state in droves, unprecedented emergency certified teachers, chronic substitute shortages, rapidly increasing enrollment with the steepest education funding cuts in the nation by a mile. Last week, we heard about historic legislation. And while I'm happy our teachers may come out of this with a competitive wage, Oklahoma's public education funding remains in a deep, deep hole. Oklahoma teachers are walking out of classrooms and marching to the Capitol with support of Dr. Gist and superintendents across the state. This movement is lifting the veil on Oklahoma's biggest open secret: a generation of dogmatic governing, willful legislative neglect, and a failed political ideology that has so dramatically distorted our lens of life in Oklahoma that last week, when our state legislature actually passed some education funding, they asked us to embrace that funding as historic. People, do we hear ourselves? Funding public education should not be historic. Funding public education should be normal. We know that talented teachers are leaving Oklahoma to teach elsewhere, but we also know that many excellent, talented, and devoted teachers remain. And teachers here today and across our state, I want to thank you for your courage and your sacrifice for remaining with us here in Oklahoma despite these abysmal circumstances. You are loved and cherished and appreciated. And teachers, as you set off today on your march to the Capitol, I also want you to know that this parent has your back. Oklahoma teachers have the power to continue fighting for the funding that Oklahoma kids deserve. Communities have come together to help with childcare, activities, and nutrition services for Oklahoma's school children while you do what you have to do. And as hard as you want to fight, and as long as you want to fight, and as far as you want to march, this parent has your back. So about a year from now, my oldest daughter, Riley, will be crossing the stage to receive her elementary education diploma. And when this is all over, I want to be able to look my daughter in the eye and say, Riley, come home. Come home and teach in Oklahoma. It's like nowhere else in the world. We can do it. The time is now. Thank you and good luck.